Hi, good morning, everybody. It's Mrs. Louks here with today's Read Aloud. Today we're going to be reading The Paperbag Princess, which the story is by Robert Munsch and the art or the illustrator was Michael Marchenko. I love Robert Munsch. I think he makes the silliest, funniest stories. So we've been working on characters, and I have this little chart here. So today we're going to be thinking about how do you think the character feels. So remember, we're trying to imagine how the character feels based on how he or she acts, what they say, and what they look like in the illustrations. Okay? So today we're going to be using some thumbs up, some thumbs down to kind of react to our story. Okay? So today, as we read The Paperbag Princess, we will pause and think, what is the character thinking here? Even if the text does not tell us, we will infer or make guesses. This can help us understand why characters make the choices they make. All right, so we're going to get ready to read here The Paperbag Princess by Robert Munsch. Elizabeth was a beautiful princess. She lived in a castle and had expensive princess clothes. She was going to marry a prince named Ronald. So, just by looking at this picture, I'm getting a lot of clues about what these characters are thinking. How do you think Ronald feels? How do you think Elizabeth feels? Unfortunately, a dragon smashed her castle, burned all her clothes with his fiery breath, and carried off Prince Ronald. Elizabeth decided to chase the dragon and get Ronald back. She looked everywhere for something to wear, but the only thing she could find that was not burnt was a paper bag. So she put on the paper bag and followed the dragon. He was easy to follow because he left a trail of burnt forests and horses' bones. So let's guess how Elizabeth feels here. If a dragon smashed my castle, I would be worried and scared. I would not care if I was wearing a paper bag dress. I would be thinking about the big problems going on. So show me a thumbs up. Show me a thumbs up if you would be more concerned about the dragon and not about wearing a paper bag dress. For sure, right? For sure. All right, let's keep reading about Elizabeth here. So finally, Elizabeth came to a cave with a large door that had a huge knocker on it. She took hold of the knocker and banged on the door. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Well, a princess. I love to eat princesses, but I have already eaten a whole castle today. I am a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." He slammed the door so fast that Elizabeth almost got her nose caught. Elizabeth grabbed the knocker and banged on the door again. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Go away! I love to eat princesses, but I have already eaten a whole castle today. I am a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." "Wait!" shouted Elizabeth. "Is it true that you are the smartest and fiercest dragon in the whole world?" "Yes," said the dragon. "Is it true," said Elizabeth, "that you burn up 10 forests with your fiery breath?" "Oh, yes," said the dragon, and he took a huge deep breath and breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 50 forests. "Fantastic!" said Elizabeth, and the dragon took another huge breath and breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 100 forests. "Magnificent!" said Elizabeth, and the dragon took another huge breath, but this time nothing came out. The dragon didn't even have enough fire left to cook a meatball. So I have some guesses about Elizabeth's plan and what she is thinking. What do you think Elizabeth is thinking right now? Great. Elizabeth then said, Dragon, is it true that you can fly around the world in just 10 seconds? Why, yes, said the dragon, and jumped up and flew all the way around the world in just 10 seconds. He was very tired when he got back, but Elizabeth shouted, Fantastic! Do it again! So the dragon jumped up and flew around the whole world in just 20 seconds. When he got back, he was too tired to talk, and he lay down and went straight to sleep. Elizabeth whispered very softly, Hey, dragon! The dragon didn't move at all. She lifted up the dragon's ear and put her head right inside. She shouted as loud as she could, Hey, dragon! The dragon was so tired, he didn't even move. Elizabeth walked right over the dragon and opened the door to the cave. There was Prince Ronald. He looked at her and said, Elizabeth, you are a mess. You smell like ashes, your hair is all tangled, and you are wearing a dirty old paper bag. Come back when you are dressed like a real princess. So, as we've gotten to know Elizabeth, I think we can guess what she might be thinking about Ronald being so ungrateful and demanding. How would you feel if you had just rescued someone and instead of thanking you, he or she demanded that you change into nicer clothes? Yeah, I think I would be pretty upset. I'd be pretty mad and disappointed, right? Look at her face. You can see in the illustrations that she is not happy with the way that he is treating her right now. Ronald, said Elizabeth, your clothes are really pretty and your hair is very neat. You look like a real prince, but you are a bum. And they didn't get married after all. And then, kind of cool at the end of this book, it gives you some more ideas of some Robert Munsch books. If you liked that book, you could check some of those out. So, when you are reading stories on your own, I want you to put yourself in the shoes or put yourself in the situation that the character is in, and then take guesses about what the character is thinking. By really putting yourself in that situation, it can really help you understand where the character is coming from. I hope you liked this story, and I will see you guys again soon. Okay, bye.